Good morning and welcome to my Friday Coffee and a Card Facebook Live. It is Friday, March 7th, 2025, and I have to shout out happy birthday to my amazing granddaughter, Makai, on her 17th birthday. Praying that you have the best year ever, kiddo. We don't get to celebrate with her this weekend. She is gone with her soccer team for a tournament in a different state, so we'll celebrate when she gets back. I am still behind on life in general, but all of my card class kits got out in the mail. And one of my other amazing granddaughters, Kamiley, is coming over today to help me finish up the mystery boxes so they can hopefully all go out tomorrow to you, and that'll be done. So slowly but surely, I am checking things off of my to-do list. So let me check my video here and make sure I am in the right place. Hi, Shar, glad you're here. Let me see. There I am. Yay, all is well. My name is Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I have been an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 28 years, and I love what I do. I am coming to you from a mostly cloudy and a little bit coolish Murfreesboro, Tennessee, in the middle of the United States. But we're supposed to get up to 61 today. It's been nice and in the low 60s, but it's windy, so it doesn't feel quite that warm. But for spring, I can't complain. It is only the beginning of March, so I am here to help you find the joy of card making. Thank you, Shar. I got it cut yesterday, so I appreciate that. Help you find the joy of card making, to give you tips and tricks for paper crafting so that you can make your own beautiful things, and then encourage you to send those out to others to bring them joy and happiness. Please be sure to say hello in the comments if you are here so I know you stopped by. Oh, snow again. Wow. Okay, well, enjoy it because you know it'll be gone in a couple days, Shar. Snow is nice. I don't mind it. Here or when we were in Prescott, because it only sticks around a little while. Be sure to give me a hello in the comments so I know you stopped by. I might have said that already. If you're watching on the replay, please put replay and put a comment in. Also, I appreciate that. As always, I will be drawing from all of the comments on this video all day today and all day tomorrow and through until I do my drawing to give away the card we make today. So comment as many times as you like. All comments entered for sure through midnight March 8th will get entered. And then, like I said, until I draw. Sometimes I get up early and draw. Sometimes I don't get around till to the afternoon. So just keep adding comments. I am good with that. Congratulations to the winner of my last card, Joan McPherson. Joan, thank you for watching and commenting and being so faithful. And that is on its way to you. I think that is all. Oh no, if you can share my video, I sometimes forget that, to another crafty group, to a crafty friend, to your home page, anywhere you share me, let me know if you do that, and I will give you a bonus entry toward today's card, because that really helps me as a small businesswoman. Oh, so you have an inch too, Francis, over there. Nice. Yeah. I like I said, I kind of enjoy snow here and in Prescott. I lived in Wisconsin growing up, and I didn't enjoy it by this time of year. We usually had so much, and I was so sick of it. But here and in Prescott, you just get it for a few days and you can really love it. So enjoy. Hi, Karen. Glad you're on. Okay, I'm going to turn you around and take you down to my table. You can see it's pretty gloomy and a little breezy out there. Here is my table. Hopefully I am in the right place. This is me, Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. My blog is crazystampinglady.blogspot.com. My email is crazystampinglady@gmail.com. My Facebook is facebook.com/crazystampinglady, which is where I am coming to you from right now. My YouTube is under my name, Maureen Rolfes, and I will be adding a ton more videos to YouTube over the next couple months because of Facebook's new policy of getting rid of videos at 30 days. So you may want to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can look at all the old videos as they go away, I will be transferring them over to try to save as many as I can. You can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. And if you shop with me in the month of March, please use my hostess code. This hostess code gets me the most benefits for your orders, and it allows me to give the most back to you in the form of card kits and giveaways and prizes, etc. So I really appreciate when you use that. If your order is over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax, then don't use it because you will earn hostess rewards. Now, you've heard me mention a couple times that the hostess rewards are going to be changing, and they are. In fact, mid-April, they'll be changing. So not to confuse you, I haven't gone into it a lot, but you will all as customers earn as much, if not more rewards. So it's going to be a good thing for you. So be aware of that. But we're going to be eliminating hostess codes and things like that. I will give you more direction as it gets closer, but things are changing. Okay, moving that out of the way. Mailing selector. My mailing selector is going on this month. That is for everyone that I want to send the new annual catalog to when it comes out. So if you have placed an order with me in the previous 6 months, to March 28th. So if you just count back 6 months from March 28th, I will send you an annual catalog in the mail directly from Stampin' Up, which is always the best way to do it. It is the least expensive way for me to do it, so it really helps me. But it's also good because if for some reason you don't get it, they will back it up if you were on that list and send you a new one. So I just love that they do that. So if you ordered from me, you are good. If you haven't ordered from me in the last 6 months and you would like the annual catalog to come to you, please place an order of any size by March 28th. Because on March 28th, on March 29th, I plan to finalize it. I never like to stay till the end of the month because there could be glitches with everyone trying to get in and then it may not go through. And also I want to have that following Monday as a time I can call in to Stampin' Up if there is a problem. So please order by March 28th and I will finalize it on the 29th. All right, that's catalogs. Cards. I did get one card just a few minutes ago in the mail, and I want to share it with you. It is a beautiful card from my online friend Gloria, and she is in California. Just look at this. Isn't it pretty? I love it. I love the way she stamped on this grid, and then it's stamped underneath, and it all looks seamless, and the beautiful gems are scattered in there. And this was a thank you for the products in her mystery box. I am so glad you enjoyed them. She even shared some with a friend, which is great to do, especially if it's things you already have that you get or something that you wouldn't really use. Somebody else will. So I love that, Gloria. I love that you shared. Couple things I wanted to say. I mentioned earlier, I'm going to try to get all the mystery boxes out by tomorrow. That is my goal. My goals don't always work, but I do set them and try. I think I have 8 more to do and get out. So we're going to be working on those this afternoon, and hopefully you will get some fun products that you love too. But another fun thing I wanted to share with you is last week or the week before, I shared a card that my friend Joan from Arizona had sent me, and it actually took well over 3 weeks to get here. I think it was like 23 days or something like that. I mean, it was a long time. Well, this card that just came from California from Gloria was postmarked March 4th, and I got it today. So today is the 7th. So go figure, what is up with our mail system? I think it is just crazy. But thank you, Gloria. I'm glad I got that so quickly and could share, and I love it. Couple things going on. My free monthly card class. So my next free monthly virtual card class will be for any orders that you place in the month of March. So to get a card kit from me, you do need to use my hostess code. And just as a reminder, that hostess code is put in on the screen before you go to finalize your checkout. So watch for that. It should be up at the top in the corner, a space for it where it says hostess code. So please add that. that code right there. You can also find it at the top pinned to my Facebook page. You can find it under the Shop Now tab on my blog. You can find it in an email, so just email me if you need it and I will get it to you. For a free kit and the class, you need to place an order of at least $50. $50 will get you 3 free card kits. $75 will get you 3 free card kits and a bonus project. $100 will get you 3 free card kits, a bonus project, and a half a pack of an embellishment. These are usually retired products, but they are new and wonderful, and you can recreate these cards with whatever you might have on hand. Any smaller orders will receive a handmade card from me as a thank you, and all orders you place in the month are entered into my monthly order prize drawing. And those prizes from last month's drawing have not gone out yet. If I can get to them, they'll go out tomorrow. Otherwise, I think for sure on Monday, so be watching for those. My April class, which will be for these March kits, should be mailed out on April 1st, if all goes well. My online card class, where we put those together, will be right here on this Facebook page on Monday, April 14th at 11 a.m. And that is open for anyone to watch. And just a note, because the card kits went out so late for this month's class, you may not have them by the time I do the online class. So my online class is going to be this coming Monday for the February kits. For the February kits. That will be this coming Monday, the 10th at 11 o'clock a.m. on this page. Anyone can watch that. Watch it if you would like to, even if you haven't received your kit, or you can come back within the next 30 days and watch it, and then Facebook will take it down. I am sorry that I got the kits out so late this month, but I was glad to get them out, and I hope you will join me for that. Okay, Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin subscription for this beautiful March Daisy Daydream kit ends on March 10th. So you have to subscribe by March 10th to get this kit. It'll come in this beautiful Paper Pumpkin box. And because it is our Paper Pumpkin anniversary or birthday, there is also a bonus set. So you will get 2 stamp sets in your Paper Pumpkin kit this month. You also can do the add-on. I checked this morning and it was still available. The number for it is 166237 and it costs $12. It's called Spring is in the Air. And it is heart dies, chive dies that went with the February kit, and a little honeybee and honeycomb that go with the March kit. So adorable, adorable, but you are running out of time because once this subscription period ends, you won't be able to get this set anymore. I think this might continue on if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I think, but I could be wrong if there's any still available. But it was low inventory, so I doubt there will be a lot there. So be aware of that. Paper Pumpkin is also going to be undergoing some changes. So watch for more information on that. If you are a subscriber, on March 11th, you should receive an email from Stampin' Up! Telling you how they're going to now integrate Paper Pumpkin right into our regular Stampin' Up! Site. So the ordering is going to be easier. You don't have to have a separate paperpumpkin.com site to go to. It's actually going to be smoother and nicer. So watch for information on that. And then I will hopefully share some more information on how that's all going to happen too. Okay, online exclusives. If you remember, I told you last time we've added a ton of new online exclusive products out there on the website, as well as 2 beautiful new kits. If you haven't checked them out yet, be sure to check them out. I will be playing with some of the new online exclusives as we go on for a few videos because there are some great things out there, guys, and I don't want you to miss out. So just go out to StampinUp.com or go to my site, stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. Click on the Shop Now tab, and when you bring up the products, it'll allow you to choose the category Online Exclusives. Go ahead and choose that. And then that's everything that we offer out there that is not in the catalog. And there is a ton. But if you want to see just what's new, go up to the sort bar and choose newest to oldest. And it'll bring up everything new first so that you can see what we've added. Annual catalog is still going strong. This annual catalog ends on April 30th. I don't think that's true. I think that might be a lie. Let's see. May 5th. I think this annual catalog is going to go to May 5th. I don't know why it says April on here, but it does. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Because this mini catalog goes through May 5th. And on May 6th is when we will introduce our new annual catalog. So I will confirm that and get back to you, but I am pretty sure that's the way this is going to work. Annual catalog now, though, is still available, as well as the mini catalog. We will be having a last chance list coming up. And when we do that, things are only available while supplies last on anything going away. So watch for more information on that. So just a quick note before we go on. Next week, I am leaving on Wednesday morning, and we are headed to Asheville, North Carolina for one day, and then on to Raleigh, North Carolina, where I am going to be take part of our on-stage Stampin' Up! Convention. So I will get a lot more information, hopefully, on all these changes and be much more knowledgeable and be able to share that with you when we get back. I'm not sure what will happen with lives yet, so I'm going to play that by ear for a little bit, but I will be gone like 5 days. And the other thing is the day we get back, we're getting more company from out of state. But I'm going to try to stay on top of it, guys. I'm doing my best to catch up. I'm not sick. Lots of energy back, so I think I can do it. So watch for a lot more info from me as I go to on stage and learn more. Okay, today's card. Here is the recipe for today's card. I'm trying to do this every time. I will put this out again at the end of my video with the card in case you would like to take a screenshot, and I will also post it in the comments of this video. Give me a minute. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to wash off my glass mat here. I was playing till late last night with stuff, and it looks like I forgot to wash it off. So let's get some of those smudges off of there before I go forward. I love my glass mat. And guys, you can buy this glass mat. Stampin' Up! Sells it. It's an online exclusive. Go out there and check. It comes with this great little chamois that I keep right here on my desk to clean it off, as well as this little tray that sticks on here, and you can use it to hold your stamps or your stamp pads while you're stamping. You can put watercolor and stuff in these little spots. I love it. I have it really handy for whenever I need it. Yeah, so it's a great little set if you're interested in that. Sometimes I forget to remind you that this is available, and it is wonderful. Okay, so you know what? Before I show you that, I am going to show you the designer series paper that we're using. So this is part of that brand new release of online exclusives. It is called Lovely Garden. It is so perfect for springtime, for this time of year. I'm going to take out the sheets here so I can show you all the designs on them. So we have gorgeous flowers, just gorgeous for springtime. We have this sheet of leaves in green. This beautiful floral sheet. Oh, this one's the wrong way. Let me turn it. This one right here with all those gorgeous flowers on. And this one. All of these spring blossoms. Perfect time to celebrate flowers. I love this time of year as things start changing. And then on the back are all of these neutral designs, which coordinate perfectly. And you'll see how today, because I am going to use one of the neutral designs with one of the very floral patterns. So I'm going to set this aside, but this is, again, called Lovely Garden. You get 2 sheets each of each design. So it's 12 total, 12 by 12s. The cost is $12.50, and it is an online exclusive. So check out those online exclusives. Okay, so let's play with this. I have some pieces in here. I have a basic white envelope, a basic white A2 card base, and A2 means that it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a layer of basic black. Excuse me one second while I take a sip of coffee. This cough is still lingering. Actually, I'm going to grab a mint too from when I had the flu or whatever I had. So, okay, hopefully that mint will help. This piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. This is a piece of, oh man, I hope I can get rid of this. A piece of one of the neutral backgrounds on the paper. So if I turn it over, wow. Oh, wow. If I turn it over, it has this beautiful blue and pinkish and purple flowers on there, but we're going to use this little dotty side on our card, and it's going to really offset these beautiful florals. So these are out of the paper. And yes, I did fussy cut. I'm going to finish fussy cutting this, but I did most of it ahead. We're going to use that. And then we're going to use some gold foil. So I love gold foil. I used it not so long ago on an anniversary card online. We sell these gold foil sheets, and I think they're online exclusive also. And they are beautiful. And you get 2 sheets of it when you order a pack. I always try to have it on hand because it's such a great accent for cards. So we're going to use it today. So I think I have a piece that is 1/2 inch by 3 inches. And then I have a sentiment strip of basic white that is 1/2 inch by 2.5 inches. Okay, so we're going to use those. So the first thing I want to show you before I do my fussy cutting or anything is that the sentiments we are using today are going to come from beautiful butterflies. We're going to be using the happy birthday and the time to celebrate. I love these two together. They're great. One for the outside, one for the inside, or switch them up. I love the script and the typing together. That is just the thing that always calls my name. So I think this is a great little sentiment from the beautiful butterfly set. Some of you were lucky enough to get this free during celebration because it was offered as one of our level 1 bonuses, which is amazing to me. It is a great, great set. Okay, so we're going to use that. And then we're using the Spotlight on Nature dies. So these dies come with all these layering circles, and they have 3 different patterns, kind of a sunburst pattern, a little bit of a floral edge, and then kind of a dotted and dashed edge. And there's 3 on this sheet, and then there's another sheet that, there's 6 of them on this sheet, and there's another sheet with 6 more. And we're going to be using these today. And I'm going to show you how to get the most out of your gold foil if you are doing something like we're doing today. So let me grab my little mini cut and emboss machine. And I have a piece of gold paper in here, gold cardstock. It is approximately 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Mine was a little longer just because I had that piece left over, but 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 would allow you to cut these. And what I'm going to do is cut all of these 5 circles right here together. And the reason I didn't do the 6th one is the 6th one is too large for my mini, and I would have to do it on the big cutter, and I wanted to show you this. So what I did is I layered 5 of them in a row. I put a piece of washi tape completely over the whole group to kind of hold it in place. I made sure they were spaced pretty evenly. Now, I'm human. They're not perfect, but I'm actually not going to worry too much about them being perfect. They will work okay. And we're going to run this through the mini cut and emboss machine. So I just got to crank it pretty hard because it's got all those dies to cut through. And because of that, I'm going to come back the other way too to make sure I got them all. And we are going to hope for the best here, guys. I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to pull my washi tape gently off. Just like that, and I'll keep that washi tape to use in the future. I'm going to take all of my dies off of here. and show you what we've got. So running it through there one time, I was able to cut out all of these circles. Look how cool that is. Now the little pieces do kind of stick in some of these dies, so if you're going to be using them, you just want to take the tip of your scissors or a pokey tool of some sort, and you can poke them out. They poke out very easily. They just kind of stick in there for a second until you do that. You could also put wax paper underneath it, and that might help you. I wouldn't put wax paper on top of the gold for this one because it might actually leave a coating on the gold and make it not quite as shiny. I'm not sure of that. I haven't played with that. I haven't used wax paper with this because they're so easy to poke out. So this is the die we're going to be using today. But what I am doing is I'm showing you a sneak peek of one of the swaps I am making for our onstage convention. So I don't make a ton of swaps, and I never sign up for the real organized swaps because I never know how my schedule's going to go when I'm at the event. But I do general swapping, which means you just bring swaps and you find other people there and you swap with them and you get new card designs. And I'll be sure to bring them all home and show them to you on a video. But I'm going to be using most of these on cards for my swaps. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you what I mean by that, how I'm going to be doing basically this same swap, but with all these different circles. So I'm going to set those aside for now. The next thing we're going to do is finish fussy cutting our flower. So both of these flowers are out of that designer series paper. This one right here, let's see if I have that still close by. What did I do with that paper? I stuck it somewhere weird, I'm sure. Here it is. Let me grab that piece real quick to show you what I did. So on this one, any of my little side pieces like this that are only partial, I hate to waste them. So I cut them out. Oh, that is the exact one that I was pointing at. Look at that. I hate to waste them, so I cut them out, and we're going to use this on the inside of our card as an accent so that we don't waste it. I actually cut out a bunch of the little yellow flowers too, and I'm going to try to use those on a different card, so we'll see how that works out. Okay, so let's finish fussy cutting this. These are such pretty blossoms. I don't know what they are, but I love flowers. I don't always know. This almost looks a little bit like a wild rose. We used to have wild roses growing along our driveway, and they were so beautiful. Oh my gosh, the whole big bush was as tall as I was, if not taller, and just filled with blossoms. So I'm just finishing cutting out fussy cut. Now, if you're not a fussy cutter, this card's probably not going to be your favorite thing to do. I understand that. I love to fussy cut. I know I have a lot of people out there with me that love to fussy cut, but if it's not you, just get the idea and you could change it up with something else. There's actually a die set and stamp set on the online exclusives that match a lot of these flowers. I didn't get it yet. I may in the future, but you might want to check that out because then you could stamp the flowers, color them, cut them out with the dies, and do this same exact card. Okay, let's put this together. It is going to be pretty clean and simple. First thing I want to do is come in and do my stamping. So let me grab my envelope and my sentiment and my card, and we're going to just use Memento Black ink. And I am going to do my best to stamp Happy Birthday centered onto this little piece of white cardstock. Not too shabby. That worked out good. And then I'm going to take my inside sentiment, the one that has the script and the print together that says Time to Celebrate. And we're going to put that on our envelope. And since I'm stamping, I'm just going to do the inside of my card right away. Now, a lot of you have seen me do this before. I am going to take this card and open it up. I haven't done anything on the front, so this is my front. I'm gonna do it upside down. And the reason I do it upside down is that way the sentiment is so much closer to me while I'm stamping it that I can line it up good with the top of the card and get it pretty centered and have no problem with it. So we're going to come in here, down just a little bit, upside down, just like that. And then when I turn it around, it's perfect right where I want it. So on the insides of my cards, I am an upside down stamper for the most part. Okay, so that's the inside of the card, which is good to know because I want to make sure I decorate the outside correctly. Okay, let's grab our piece of basic black and some seal. And I am just going to add this to the front of my card, centered. Let's see, make sure I got it the right way. There we go. And then we're going to use this really neutral polka dot paper. Now the back of it, like I said, is gorgeous with those flowers. So if you love flowers, you may not want to give it up for this kind of card. But for me, I love being able to use both sides of my paper for different designs. So we are going to use these polka dots. Tiny, teensy little polka dots all scattered on there onto the front of the card, just like that. Now the next thing I want to do is take my gold circle and add it to the front of my card. And I like this look because it kind of reminds me of a wreath for spring. I really love that kind of look for spring. In fact, I just got 2 new wreaths yesterday at Hobby Lobby, and I am going to be putting them out. They're green, and I'm just going to be putting them out this weekend with the greenery. And that's for the month of March because of St. Patrick's Day. But then come April, and with spring and Easter coming, I am going to add some pretty kind of lavender tulips that I purchased, and we'll spruce them up for spring a little bit. So yeah, I'm trying to do wreaths that I can just do a couple throughout the year and change them up a little bit. So my Christmas ones started in November, and it went November and December, but it was kind of just neutral winter colors. So I was able to extend it till now, and it was fine. So we'll see what I can do with my spring and summer. So I'm just adding Tombow, and I'm adding it very sparsely, just a little bit, but I want it to go all around. I'm kind of spreading it out so it doesn't ooze out. I will tell you, gold foil and Tombow are not friends. I mean, it works great to make it stick down, but if you get any of that Tombow onto your actual gold foil, it makes a mess that you really can't get off. So make sure you're putting it on there relatively lightly so that it doesn't ooze out and accidentally get on to the gold. Spread it out, just use a little bit. And I'm going to use my tweezers to pick this up and place it, just because it helps me a little bit with placement to get it where I want it. I want kind of an even border on each side and the top. Not necessarily perfectly, but pretty close, okay? So there that is. I'm going to flip this over and give it some firm pressure to make sure all of that Tombow adhered. And it looks like we are good. So that is kind of my little kind of wreath-ish look right there. I'm going to take my happy birthday that we stamped and put some seal on the back of that. And this is going to layer right over that strip of gold. Now, both of these I said were about a 1/2 inch wide, but you can see my gold here is wide enough that it's going to give me a gold frame on the top and bottom of this happy birthday. That's because I used scraps. So my scraps, they look about a 1/2 inch, but they are what they are. It's from when I cut all my pieces for cards and I end up with all those strips. That's what I use for these thin sentiments as well as the backings. So then I have a little bit of gold on there to kind of make that pop and match the rest of my card. And we're just going to lay this down flat with some seal right onto the bottom of this card. Let's see if I can get it centered pretty well. Sometimes those designs on there, like the polka dots, will throw me off so that it's not real straight, but I think that is good. Okay, so there is the beginnings. This is a super simple card, guys. Really and truly, once you fussy cut, that's the hardest part of this. So we're going to take this flower and layer it over that circle using some dimensionals. So let me grab my dimensional sheet here. Oh, it looks like I need to, oh no, this has got a couple. We'll do this one. Okay, so I am going to place a dimensional here and here and here and here. And then on these little leaves here, I'm going to take our mini dimensionals. Now, if you don't have mini dimensionals, just go ahead and cut apart some regular ones. That'll work too, but I have mentioned this before. I like the convenience of having mini ones available. Okay, so there is all of our dimensionals. Take off our backings. I'm just holding these leaves because they're kind of delicate and I don't want them to tear as I remove those backings, so bear with me. Oh, stuck to my fingernail. There we go. Okay, so let's place this. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to place it a little bit at an angle here with the stem near the bottom and the top leaves coming off the edge here. Did I forget a backing? Feels like that's still not sticky. I did. Thought I got it, but there, got it now. Okay, so there is all of our flower. How pretty is that? Now I want to add a bow to this because every pretty wreath has a bow. So for this bow, I'm going to be using our bordered ribbon from Pretty in Pink. This is one of our in colors. It's from the annual catalog. And you can actually see it taped together here. I get that very rarely, but every now you might get a spool of ribbon that has it taped together like this. That means it just ended on one bolt and started with another. So I'm going to pull that tape right off of there. And normally to make a bow, I would probably use about 8 inches of ribbon. This piece is much longer. It's 11.5, so I'm not going to use it all. And a lot of times I just tie my bows, I've told you that before, right off of the spool, just like this, so I don't have any waste. But because this was taped together, I'm just going to use this to do our bow. So let's make our loop. Come around, tuck in a loop, pull it. And then once you pull it, just hold your knot in the middle and finagle it. Get it to the size and the shape that you want for your bow. Pull it tight. Pull it back in again if you need to. And once you get it where you want it, and I think this will work for us, then take your snips. So I misplaced my ribbon cutting scissors again. I think I've told you this before. I took it to an event at a local restaurant. It was a great event. But when I got home, I cannot find it. And I called them and they said they don't have it. So I'm still searching for it. So in the meantime, no ribbon cutting scissors. I'm just going to use my snips, which as long as they're not ooey and gooey with glue, they will work just fine. So there is our little bow. I have this little scrap. And I usually hang on to these because you can make a little tail off of the edge of a sentiment or something with them. So what I have is a tiny little jar on my desk that I fill with these little pieces of ribbon scrap. I just toss them and squish them in there. And then if I want to do something like that, I check it to see if I have something in here that I can use. And many, many times I do. Now we got to decide where to put our bow. So we could put it here, and I think that would be lovely. We could put it here. And actually, you know what? I think I am going to, well, let me think. Let me see. I wish I could see your votes because once I get talking and my camera is down, I can't see what you have to say. I was thinking originally I was going to put it right here on the stem, but I actually like it over here to the side. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. We're going to go there. There's no right or wrong. On a different day, I might like it in a different spot. So just go with your gut, guys. If it looks good to you, go ahead and finish it off and be happy. I'll put that glue dot right on the back of my bow. Come down here and put this. And I like it here because it kind of fills in that space. It doesn't interfere with my happy birthday. Now I'm going to show you 2 other samples I made and you'll see my bows in different places. So it doesn't necessarily have to be here, but on this card I like that. And then let's add that other piece of Fussy Cut Designer Series paper. So I'm just going to open up my card, and for this I'm going to use Tombow because I want to be sure every piece of it has some glue on it to hold it down well. And with seal and a design like this, sometimes that's difficult. So we're just going to come around in here with our glue, come up here on our leaf up here, and I am going to once again grab my tweezers to help me with placement. And we're going to place this down here so like it's coming off the side of my card. I'm just being careful that my leaf and flowers stay on the card base and aren't off the edge. And Tombow is nice for this because it gives you that little wiggle room to move it a little if you want, because I want those edges totally lined up with the side of my card. So now the inside of the card matches the outside of the card. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And you didn't waste any of your designer series paper. So this is our card, guys. Now, like I said, I'm going to show you two more, so stick with me, and I'm going to show you why I cut out all those rings and what I'm doing with them. Like I said, this is going to be one of my swaps for when I go to onstage. Here is the recipe if you want to take a screenshot, but I will be posting them again afterwards in the comment, and yeah, you'll have that available to you. So I'm going to show you two other cards I made already for this swap. Here is my first one. It is a different flower out of the paper. And because of the way it laid out, if I put my bow down here below, it was kind of coming on my happy birthday. So I decided to put it up here at the top, and I really like it there on here also. Exactly the same circle and everything, so that was my prototype for this card. But then I decided if I'm doing swaps, why not use some of the other circles? And you'll see in this paper that there are smaller clusters of flowers, there are medium clusters of flowers, and then there are these larger ones. So I think I can use at least 3 different sizes of those circles. So let me see, did I put anything on the inside of here? Yep, I did. So on this one here, I added a little flower just like that, that matched this set. And then on my other one, I used the next smaller ring, and this is a medium-sized flower. I used a different bow. This is our iridescent striped trim from the annual catalog. And on the inside, I added the little hydrangea here at the bottom. And then I think with some of the smaller images, like these tiny little ones here, I am going to try to use even one smaller circle. And I think this one will work, and it'll be beautiful, and that little flower will go right on top of it. I might do another circle behind it in black to make it pop a little bit. Haven't decided that for sure. But yes, so now you got a sneak peek of my swaps. And again, like I said, when I come home, I will bring any swaps I get and I will share them with you. So we're going to move these two out of the way. And this is the one I am giving away. So please leave your comments for a chance to win it. I hope you liked it. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to be with me. I had so much fun sharing this with you today. Don't forget to leave your comments for a chance to win the card. Your comments mean the world to me. They make me know you better. They make me just so happy to hear from you and what's going on in your life. So please comment. You have till tomorrow night for sure to be entered, so I'd love to hear from you. A reminder to try and get a chance to check out the online exclusives and the new kits online, as well as consider subscribing to this new paper pumpkin kit, which is amazing. Finally, I would love to have your business. If you're looking for any Stampin' Up! Products, or if you are interested in joining my team, I am here to be your creative coach. If you have any questions at all, let me know. You can reach out to me at crazystampinglady@gmail.com. And if you want a catalog to come in the mail to you for the new annual catalog, be sure to place your order by March 28th. My plan is to be here next Tuesday. I know we're leaving Wednesday, but I am planning to be here Tuesday with some more creative fun and updates. And I hope that you can come back and spend some time with me then. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.